My name is Lindy Wilkinson, and today I will be telling you why iPhones are better than Androids. Are you ever hesitant on whether to buy an iPhone rather than an Android? Today I'll be telling you why you should buy an iPhone rather than an Android. Interesting facts about iPhones is that they have sold 74.4 million iPhones in a span of 90 days. Androids have only sold 98.1 million phones in the last year. So in comparison, iPhones have sold more phones than Androids. There are many reasons why iPhones trump even the latest Androids, and I will be telling you why. Positive number one of iPhones is that they are great looking. There are not many Androids that can compare even to the iPhone. For example, the Samsung Galaxy 6S/6S Edge, or the iPhone 6. Which one do you think is more appealing? I think that the iPhone 6 is a cleaner cut, and so I would say it is a greater looking phone than the Android. Positive number one of the Android is that it is multitasking. You're able to run many applications at once. You can run more than just one at one time. For example, you can be calculating your bills and having a calculator and your bill account or your bank account out at the same time. Positive number two of iPhones is that they have a loyal fan base. According to the iPhone first buyer of the iPhone 6, they said, "I know no other Android phone that has people lining up for hours and days to be the first one to get their hands on the latest iPhone." This is something that they said, saying that there's not many people that line up every single day for hours and hours and days that want to get this first phone. And this is just a picture of all of the people that have been lining up just to get that first iPhone 6. The positive number two of the Android is that there are many common applications with Apple iPhone. You're still able to be up to date with all the new iPhone apps. And here are just some of the apps that they both have in common. Positive number three of the iPhone is the App Store, is that they have a large variety, and actually a larger variety than the Android's App Store. And they tend to be more securable because of the Apple's strict app approval procedure. Positive three of Androids is the widgets. And whenever you ask yourself, what is a widget? A widget is a piece of program that is a shortcut to a larger application. This just makes it easier to look at an app. This is the widget for the weather. You wouldn't have to go all the way into the weather application. You could just see it right on your phone. The positive number four of an iPhone is the finger touch ID sensor. And this is something that no Android phone has had. Well, Samsung has tried this, but it's not as accurate as the iPhones. This is just a picture of the iPhone sensor on the iPhone. Positive number five of the iPhones is not many Android cameras can match the iPhone 6. I do know that there are a few that have a really good camera that are Androids, but more than likely there are more iPhones that have a greater camera than the Androids. Positive number six is iPhones, is that they are always up to date. If you have one of the current iPhone models, then you can always have your phone up to date. And for Android carriers, there are many that don't have this ability because they'd have to buy a new phone to have the latest update. And you can also update your iPhone at any time. Okay, now to the negatives. Negative number one of the iPhones is the Apple Maps. There are many people that have been lost, turning wrong directions, and being frustrated in general with the Apple apps. This is one of the negatives. Negative number one of the Androids is that they have smaller screens. Again, there are some that do have screens that are as large as iPhones, but for the majority, iPhones have larger screens than Androids. And for my example, I have the Samsung Galaxy Edge, and the screen is approximately 5.6 inches, while the iPhone 6 Plus has a 5.9-inch screen. negative number 2 of the Androids is the apps, is that the Apple still has more apps than the Android has ever even had. Negative number 3 of the Androids is that you cannot sync your Android and your laptop or your PC directly, that you have to download an app so you're able to do this. And an app that you can download for this is Kai. It's a third-party app that you would need to download both the Apple sync the Apple and the PC directly. And in conclusion, there are positives and negatives in everything in life. But if you compare both positive and negatives of both iPhones, I still think the iPhone is a better choice. Again, the positives of Androids are the same apps that the iPhone has, good-looking phone, it's multitasking, and it has widgets on the home screen. The positives of the iPhones are the great-looking phone that not many Androids can compare to, the loyal fan base, the App Store, the iPhone fingerprint sensor, and the camera is awesome. Your phone will always be up to date. And according to these numbers, the positives of the Androids and the positives of the iPhones have more positives than the Androids do. The negatives of the Androids. They do have smaller screens, you cannot connect your PC and your Androids directly, and there are not as many apps as the iPhone. The negatives of the iPhones are the Apple Map stink. And according to my numbers, that the iPhones have 1 negative while the Androids have 3. Are there any questions? Yes.
If you could choose one thing from an Android phone and put it on an iPhone, what would you choose?
The widgets.